always want to run your mouth, Charles. No.
Wait, I didn't hear that part when I was bouncing up to the box. What was it? Old men have what?
Man, I don't fucking know. Good night, my lovely.
Old men had ED. Men had ED.
I didn't say. Well, I don't. For some
Uh,
reason, they took it that way. Put it that way, Charles. They took it that way. The video was about. You have to look. I'll share it to you. The video was about. I was doing a live and I was talking. You know me, just popping shit, right? And I was just saying about this. There was a young lady and she was saying that the young men don't want relationships, right? So I was just saying if you wanted to be in a relationship, you need to date an older man because I've noticed that all the older men that I've been dating, they only want to be in relationships because their penises don't work anymore, and that's the only thing they have to. Okay, funny, ha ha. You see how you laugh? So I posted a little clip of that conversation, and within hours, I have like over 2,500 views, and all these men are in my comments just dragging me. I'm 58 years old, and my penis works hard, and oh, you must be you must be a welfare participant. You nobody's asking like really dragging. And I'm like, why are they taking it so personal? It was a joke. If it don't apply, you see how you laughed about it. Why they can't just think it's fucking funny? Why you feel like you gotta sit there and yell at me or put me down, call me a stupid woman, like dragging me because of it?
because there's a lot of men that can't handle them. You can't see the comedy in what someone says. I guess I don't
To
know.
me, if you don't have ED, why the fuck does it matter? The fuck?
Exactly. That's that. How did they say it? It's a hit dog.
Hit dog will holler. You absolutely right.
Yeah. Oh, and you got about 2,500 hollering. So
Yeah. Oh, they were saying
yeah,
they were telling me no man wants you, and I mean like it mean like really bad comments. Which a good thing I have a good sense of humor that I'll be thinking that shit is funny. Then to me it's like, well, do you date men? Because how do you know about all other men's ED problems? Unless you date men, you wouldn't know what a woman goes through with men with dating these older men who have these problems. You only dating women, and you only one man. So how can you tell me about all the men that I'm dating?
well, I was just gonna say, make a list of all them people on on that, and then all them people. Don't bother talking to
Are you like half asleep, Charles?
them. I just woke up.
I
Yes.
can tell, and you just wanted to jump in. Hey, Touch,
Well,
I can tell you like,
you're not in, there's no one in your box, and you're all by yourself, and you're just there talking back, and
I don't mind. I can sit here and talk to myself all the fucking time, Charles.
yes,
What?
but you also like having
I don't like
someone that
staring at myself. I don't like it like when I like if I have a backdrop, I'm fine, right? Because I'm not really staring at myself. I just when I have the camera on, I don't like that because now I have good morning bones because now I'm staring at myself, and then because now I'm staring at myself, I'm looking at my wrinkles, I'm looking at my gray hair, I'm looking, I'm looking at my rolls. So when I say I don't like talking to myself, I really mean I don't like looking at
ma'am,
myself.
ma'am, stop
Yeah.
that.
Huh?
Stop that.
About what?
You're a very beautiful young woman, so
Oh,
stop
I
that.
know that, Charles, but I'm
Okay.
realistic. I mean, what the fuck?
With the way you just started describing yourself a second ago, it sounded like a troll trying to.
Charles, it doesn't
Come on
mean
now.
that. Charles, I mean, it's a reality.
And all that stuff.
I am an old lady. I'm 50 years old.
No, you are not.
Yes,
You
I
are an
am.
older young
But
lady.
I am.
Older young lady. Old ladies are like 90 and 100.
No, really? Who 90 or 100? That's deceased.
That's old.
That's deceased. If you're 90 and 100 years old, you're deceased. I don't think that's old an older lady.
Hey,
You got-
the lady that reached like 120. So
Is it really? Wow. Listen, I saw a 91-year-old or 91-year-old dancing like they were 25 years old on a TikTok video the other day.
there you go. That's what I'm saying. So you ain't old. Stop that.
Can I be, if I say I am, can I just be that, Charles?
You could if it
Okay,
was
so then
true.
please. Let me,
Here's the problem. See,
why can't just be it? Why can't you set me for what I am? Jesus.
because the problem is it's not true. See, here's
Oh,
the thing.
Charles, Charles, for me, it's
Energy.
my truth. Why are we arguing about this?
Because
Good
old
morning,
women.
Jess.
Oh, it's whatever. Boy, fine.
I understand it. Again, this is that whole I'm a man thing that I keep on talking about.
No, it's not that. I don't like anybody looking bad about themselves.
First of all, who said I
That's
was
not
looking
something you
bad about
shouldn't
myself? You
do.
took it that way. Listen, to a 25-year-old, okay, put this way. My mother is 84 years old. She just turned 84. She meets men all the time and she calls them baby. God bless you. She calls them babies. They're 70 years old and she calls them babies. To her, she feels like an old lady compared to us. I feel like an old lady compared to all these little 25-year-olds who want to talk to me. If I want to call, I don't think there's anything wrong with being an old lady. I love being an old lady. It means I paid my fucking dues in society and I can say whatever the fuck I want to say and nobody could tell me shit.
Well,
So
that's true. You're right on
if
that.
so, if
But
I want to call myself an old lady, be like, okay, now I don't want you to call me an old lady.
okay,
There's a
okay,
difference. Now, there's a fucking difference.
wait, okay. The hypocrisy rolls through
No,
here, but
it's
it's
not a
okay. It's
hypocrisy.
fine.
It's the truth.
I'm
Like
sorry.
I could call myself weird. I don't want you calling me old lady, but yes. I mean, unless I'm your old lady, I could do with that. If somebody says, "Oh, hey, that's my old lady over there," that I like. I think that's very sexy.
Old lady, that's a whole. That's a title that's earned right there. That's fact.
See, that's a nice. Hell, thank you, Rod. Good morning. I like, hey, Martina. I love that. I love being. If I was a man's old lady,
That's
I had to
right.
tell you something. I didn't want to tell you something. I don't know. I'll tell you. I don't know. Anyway, so my conversation, my question of the day is, what drains you? So as you could tell, you could think about it because I know you just woke up. So what's supposed to be what drains you at work, right? So
Oh, what drains me at work?
yeah, that we could start from there because I know there's a lot of things that drain people.
So what drains me at work is when I make mistakes that I know I shouldn't have made or I should have caught beforehand.
Hmm. Oh,
And
that's interesting. Because I mean, it's just a mistake. Why would it drain you?
but when it can cost you things, or it costs you income, or it costs
So,
you money wise, those mistakes.
but how does it physically drain you? Is the anxiety of bad talking yourself about it? Like you should have known better. Why did you do it? You should have done it this way. Da, da, da. Is that what's the draining part of
Well,
it?
yeah, because I am pretty hard on myself because I'm very motivated and I'm very forward driven and forward thinking and trying to elevate and and that and sometimes I'm pretty hard on myself on that. I will beat
But think
myself
if that
up
shit
over it.
drains you. That shit shouldn't drain you. Shit, I was more talking about the ride to my job drains me.
I enjoy my job. My job is not the problem.
It's
I will
you.
say this, of
You're the
course. I mean,
problem.
there's a-hole people. I mean, people dealing with a-hole people all the time. That's draining too. But
Yeah.
um,
You see, I get drained from dealing with these men on this fucking app.
yeah, I bet. Heck, I get drained by it
Honestly, it's
too.
not even just the men. It's just be people in general on the app be draining me. I don't know how people do it. I don't know how people like real content creators how they deal with it all the time because that shit is draining as hell.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it with all the idiots that you run into.
Oh, I'm dealing with idiots off of the app. Did you hear what? Did you hear? Okay, so I'm on a Facebook dating app, right? So I don't know why. I'm fucking. It's a me problem. I know it's a me problem.
Are you a glutton for punishment
I
over there?
am, and I've been like that since I was born. I've always been glutton for punishment. This little bratty kid just wants to just run into the fire. So there was a guy in a dating app, whatever, and he's gonna tell me. He said what my dating policy is. What's a dating policy? Can you?
Dating policy?
That's what he said. So I swipe left or whatever, and I don't really be looking at people's profiles because to me it's like you're 5 minutes away and you're good looking. That's my whole thing. You're 5 minutes away and you're good looking. I'm not gonna look all investigate your fucking your profile. So he inboxed me. And the first thing he said was, what is your dating policy?" So that caught my attention because I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is a policy. So actually, should have Googled. That should have been my word today that I Googled. I didn't think about that. So So now I'm curious because I want to have a conversation with you because this is different, right?
Yeah.
It really is, Tanya. I don't never been on Tinder or I've been on Plenty of Fans. I got a lot. But that was way back in the day. I went on Plenty of Fans. Got some good dick off of Plenty of Fans too. Oh, Plenty of Fish. That's what's not called Plenty of Fans. Plenty of Fish. All right, she distracted me. So what was her So I give him my number, right? This was at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He sends me a text message and says that he's just getting out of work and he's gonna call me. Okay, so I'm like, okay, great, because I was at work anyway. Why he called me up at 1 o'clock in the morning? Not text me, but called me at 1 o'clock in the morning. Scared the shit out of me. Woke me, and now I looked at my phone and I saw who it was. I was like, I'm not answering this shit because it's 1 o'clock. Hey, good morning, George Robert. Because I'm like, yo, it is 1 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. So now I didn't answer the phone. Then he proceeds to send me 4 text messages with the fucking pictures again. What is up with that?
What
What?
the hell?
I don't know why.
Oh
And
my
then he has
God.
to so now, but meanwhile, he's talking to me about dating policies. Well, I would think those are two things. So I guess those I'm putting that on my dating policy. One, you shouldn't call somebody after 10 o'clock at night. And two, stop sending fucking pictures. Stop sending fucking pictures. What the fuck? I would think that should be basic. Do you like what? I don't understand this fucking picture shit. One is like, okay, basic manners, right? Because he's an older gentleman. He's over 50 years old. He was brought up without house with house phones. When basic policies, basic household manners is you don't call people after a certain time unless we are familiar like that, right? If we're familiar like that and me and you are in some type of friendship relationship, then I can understand. Or you get off of work late or whatever. But
Unless
if
it's
it's
an
the first time
emergency.
you calling me up at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Good morning, Tanya.
That's
Good
ridiculous. Good
morning.
morning.
What was the first conversation like? Um
But
what
we
was the
didn't have
communication
one.
like before you talked to him? Because we know that you're very blunt and you talk about.
Literally, we did not have a conversation at all. That would
Oh,
have been our
okay.
first conversation. I gave him my number. Well, the first conversation I guess was in my inbox when he asked me what my dating policy was. But I didn't want to, and so to me I was curious about what the fuck he meant by policy. So that's why I gave him my number right away. That's why we never even had an exchange of conversation because I was like, let me just give him my number because again, like you said, I like to talk and have conversation.
Hmm.
So that was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He didn't
Okay.
call me until 1 o'clock that morning.
All right. Is he on your TikTok page?
No.
Okay,
He
because
will
see,
be.
the conversations that you have are raunchy sometimes, especially
I
when
get
you're on
that. But
TikTok.
he
So
doesn't know
when you're
that.
talking about, yeah, but those that do see you on TikTok and come at you and send pictures and whatnot, based off of the conversation, they think that's the type of person that you are.
No. I get that. But these the one when I talk about pictures, people text messaging in my pictures. These are men that I'm meeting on dating apps, not on TikTok.
Okay.
I don't be exchanging numbers with men on TikTok. Very rare. Very rare. That's only if they live in my neighborhood. And, what's the odds of that? So no,
Okay.
I don't do that talking on the phone shit with men, especially because, like you said, because they have this because I talk raunchy, they think it's gonna be. I'm not talking raunchy over the phone with you. If you live in a different state, we're not doing that fake shit. Let's do the real shit. So no,
Hmm.
scratch TikTok, scratch the internet. Fuck that, because I
Okay.
don't do that. I'm talking about real life situations that I go through with these stupid ass fucking men. So now he calls me up at 1 o'clock in the morning. Good morning, Loa. So now he calls me up at 1 o'clock in the morning. I woke up because he woke me out of my fucking sleep, but I fucking ignored it. And then right after that is ding, 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 text messages. And now the text messages are just pictures. Now again, not raunchy text message, pictures, Tanya. He's in his clothes. You know what I mean? It's not like he's sending me dick pics or anything. He's in his clothes. He wants to show me, look at me, look how handsome I am. I'm at, the office or I'm at the beach or, no good mornings, no how you doing, no hi, my name is so and so. Good morning, Omega. It's like no introductions. So to me, when he has the nerve to ask me about my dating policy, can we just talk about basic manners? I think basic manners should be on dating policies. Do you know what a dating policy is, by the way? Because I was trying to figure it out. Tanya.
Well, I mean, I guess it's just what are your rules? What are your standards? What do you accept? What do you want from a man?
Good morning, Bones. Okay, so I would think basic manners, right? Not calling me past a certain time, and basic greetings like good morning. My name is so and so. How are you doing this morning? Good morning, Poison Ivy. So you think that should be like, so should I put that in as a dating policy? Because I thought that was just basic common knowledge.
What's on your profile? What do you say on your profile? Do you describe what
Uh,
you want?
I'm not your therapist and I'm not here to heal you. Some shit like that.
Oh, okay.
Good morning.
Hey, yep.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. How are you? Okay.
But also add on to that thing. Stop sending me your damn pictures and
Oh,
don't call
you
me
know
at
what?
1
I'm gonna
o'clock in
start
the
doing
morning.
that though, Charles. And thank you, Tanya, for mentioning that too. Maybe I will send. I
Yeah.
put that on my little profile. Please do
Mm-hmm.
not inbox me your pictures because at the end of the day, these are not brand new pictures. These are the same pictures that are on your profile. So it's like if I would, because again, I don't really be investigating people when I look at them. But when I go into their profile, because after that we messaging each other back and forth. That's okay. Well, let me go ahead now. You caught my interest because you're able to communicate with me where I'm able to respond back to you. So now let me go back to your profile and see what you about. So now I'm looking at the picture. So I see now you send me up like if I send you a picture right now, hey, good morning, and I say good morning,
Hey,
and I
TJ.
click a picture and I take a picture of you right myself right now, then I'm on my way to work. Here's a picture. I can understand that. But if you're going back from pictures from 10 years ago and sending it to me, what the fuck is the point? Good morning, Hondo. Good morning, Bones. You got anything on this?
Especially not at 1 o'clock in the doggone morning.
Especially at 1 o'clock
I
in the motherfucking morning. Exactly. What is
I'm 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 just not listening, so I'm just trying to get caught up to date with the conversation.
I'll get you
But
blocked in my house
unfortunately,
too.
my first thought is most men may not have a real recent picture.
what a handsome. I'm
Most
sorry.
men are not comfortable.
I was distracted, Bones. I was distracted. A handsome man comes in my room. I always get fucking distracted. Say that one more time, Bones. You, Hondo. I can't
Hey
hear.
Tanya. Hey Tanya. Hey everybody.
DJ, what's going on?
I'm tired. Oh, look, you chased
What's
them
going on,
away,
beautiful?
Hondo.
What did I do?
Chased
I
them
didn't do
away.
nothing. I'm chilling.
You didn't.
Hmm?
You weren't muted when he was trying to talk, so he ran away.
No,
He
never be.
probably.
Hold on.
He
There
probably
used to be a
was
time that
about
DJ would
sleeping.
give me this undivided attention, and I go in his room a couple of times, and he don't say absolutely nothing to me.
Uh
Ooh,
oh.
What's your problem, DJ?
Uh
I
oh.
don't have any
he's
problem,
being a
Tanya. I'm so
respectable
sorry.
husband. That's why, because I keep on seeing
Called
all his
I'm
ass
out.
sorry,
without
honey
saying that.
bun.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
sorry,
Thank
honey
you so
bun.
very much. Because,
I
honey, I
forgot.
was like, oh, I'm not used to this. What's going on?
You look like
I'll
you've
do
been eating
better.
well, Hondo.
You definitely do better.
Hmm.
You get one more try,
Been eating
one
well.
more chance.
Okay.
Good morning, Uncle
One
Steve.
more.
I've been
You.
doing good, man. I've been losing more weight or whatever. Working
Your
out with the
face,
kids
your
at
face looks
school.
chunkier.
You know, don't let the beard fool you.
Is it the beard? No, it's your cheeks. I see you got some cheeks. You got some cheeks over there. Well, good. I'm glad your wife is feeding you well, Hondo.
Me more that's more of me
Y'all
eating
love
right
fucking
though.
with you about that shit.
I know.
Good morning, Jess.
Good
You are
morning,
on.
what's going
You
on?
are on rage mode this morning, ain't you? Did
Ooh,
that 1 o'clock in the morning picture come across last night when you just before you
first of
woke up?
all, Charles, I'm always in rage mode, but thank you for saying that. I'm in rage mode.
No, I was having fun with you, and I apologize if it sounded disrespectful. No, it was not meant that way. It meant as a fun way of being on rage mode.
I know.
But
I guess it's a fun way of being rage mode. No, Hondo, I just don't. Hondo knows how I feel about him.
uh-oh. Okay, I'm back on this one. Okay, no.
Whatever. That's okay. So I don't know. Well, my conversation was not about, huh?
No, Miss Tierra just sent me a gift. I just told her thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Oh, you're welcome for Honda. Honda. So, now let me. So then this is probably up your alley because my actual question of the day is what drains you, and you actually do look tired. You look tired, darling. You been up all night.
I just got up. I'm
You
just
just
in
got
here.
up.
Yeah, I've been here since like I just got here like what 6 o'clock. I'm
The
chilling.
rest of us run normal hours, not 3 o'clock in the morning hours.
That what
No,
say?
I'll be up at 3 checking my stocks or whatever. But other than that, I go back to sleep after I check. Before that first bell at 6.
Yep,
So
make sure everything's set right.
I'll be checking that money.
What time did you go to bed last night?
I went to bed like around like 10 o'clock. I'm back up at 3,
Okay, well that's a little good 6 hours of sleep.
and then I go to the gym at 4:30, and then I come to work after that.
I don't know. I don't know, Chani. Is it just me? Doesn't he seem like he's like usually he always got like tons of energy early in the morning? He just seems like
He
he.
does.
I'm just
Yeah.
very mellow right now, man. Today Thursday. I'm chilling.
All right. I'll get off your back. All right. So then, since that, but the question of the day is, what drains you? Because in my conversation, I was really thinking about like what drains you at work. Charles was saying, so I was thinking more like what drains me is my drive to work. I'd be driving to work. It'd be taking me an hour and a half to take that ride to fucking work. That should be draining. Drains me. Charles has said what drains him is making mistakes at work. That drains him. Which I was like, that shouldn't. I would think that's not shouldn't drain somebody. Good
Hold
morning.
on. What was the other part of that though? Mistakes that cost you money.
Oh, okay.
What I said.
What drains me is when I put my all into like helping kids get in college, and then they just throw all that shit away.
Mm,
And I use all my connections and avenues to try to make sure they get a chance to go to school, and then they just.
just don't. Oh, I get that. I do get that. I don't
But
wish.
I just left UA in Arkansas, helping one of my
And you didn't
kids
go.
get in.
And you didn't go see Tanya.
Right.
I was only there for one day. It was so fast. Everything went so fast. If I went to see Tanya, I'd have treated her to lunch and everything if I would stay there a little longer. But
I don't think
I
she was
couldn't
like
stop.
that
It
anyway.
was just a one day. I got on the flight to go, and we got. And I made sure he was straight when he got there. I got back on the flight and came home.
So I'm pretty sure. Okay. Can you
I
give?
know.
Can you give these? I mean, I understand that. I mean, I can understand that, but I gotta. I have a. You gotta understand too that these kids don't understand either. Like, right? They don't
That
understand that they're kids still.
they're kids. They still
Right.
growing.
Yeah, I get that, but then it's the parents though. Like
But
like the mom and the dad, they weren't able to go and help the young man, so I went, and it's like the stuff that I seen that like certain people shouldn't be parents. That's just all I got to
we know
say.
that. Right? We know that. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but all right, but
Kids had,
the
like
kids still
we
get
didn't
their
have
own
like
shit.
we didn't have shit, so it's like we had to go to Walmart. I at least spent like close to like $1,500 to get him everything he need for his dorm room.
Well, that was sweet of you, though, huh?
Do I want something back from it? No, because at the end of the day, it's from the heart. It's like making sure he's able to be substantial where he's at school. But then it's like these parents think that sometimes us coaches take the reins from them. Nope, I ain't taking the reins from them. I'm just helping your son that wants to have a better life. But on signing, but when they sign that letter of intent, oh, it's my baby going to school. It's this and that and third. They put on. Then here it is. It's time for him to go to school. You ain't even have enough money for his flight. When y'all know this was coming. That's the shit that pissed me off.
I can see that could be draining.
Are you a college coach or something?
I'm a high school coach. I used to coach college. I don't want to coach either one. I done did 21 years. I'm ready to like say, you know what? That's enough. I'm 40. I'm 41 years old. Knock on wood. I done did enough.
Yeah.
I done did enough. It's
Working
getting
with children
tiring.
is draining.
I drove a truck for 23 years. Yeah, I had enough. Yeah.
It's getting to the point that either you want it or you don't.
Yeah.
Now, what,
That's
what,
how
what,
it
what, do
is.
you, what do you mean? Who wants it or they don't? The kids or the parents?
Both.
Both.
Really. Because the parents, if you really want your kids to go to college, you got to hit your ass in gear and you got to be motivated to put that shit away or pay attention to know how to put shit away. And the kid, you got to be willing to do the work. It's just not free and it ain't easy.
My mom and my dad didn't play. My mom, I got my degree at 20 years old. And 20 years old, I had my degree. Went straight to school, got my degree. I was years since then at 21. So at the age, by the time I'm 23 years old. Hmm?
You went to school for football though too, right?
I couldn't hear you. What you said?
Did you go to school for
I
football?
played at Florida State.
Okay.
No, I went to school for my major was in special education and my minor was in
I love
sociology.
that. Though. Oh, I can see that in you.
So
Okay,
I went
I
to
can see that's why you have so much patience for kids, and you're so loving with kids. I love that.
yeah.
Do you? Yeah, you look
Sometimes
good.
these
Can I
kids
start one thing real
making my
quick?
damn head.
Hey, I got to step in for half a
Hmm?
second. Hey, Howard, down there in the comments, spamming the comments ain't gonna get her to put you up in the goddamn box any faster.
And then you're gonna talk about that. I'm a little feisty today, Charles, but I think the person
Can I
was
talk?
feisty.
Can I talk? Can I talk? I'm retired. Can I talk? Jesus Christ. Good morning, perfectly dangerous.
I'm ignoring him, Charles. I'm reading it. If again, like
Okay. Hey,
again,
you have a
I'm
you can.
feeling feisty this morning, but I think the person being feisty is you, start.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I had to say something. It was like for me. I had to say
Do you feel
something.
like you always have to say something, Charles?
No, just at that moment.
Where you going, Honda? Wait a minute. I want to look at you one more time.
Perfectly, you can talk all day long, and I would just shut the fuck up and listen.
He's a handsome guy. How he's crazy.
And you know damn good well I would.
Miss Leah, you're
Moving
on
back
your.
home, bro. Moving.
Where you? But your phone is going in and out, baby.
Yeah, he's freezing.
I know.
Oh, I said I'm
Is it
moving
all
back
right?
to Florida.
You going back to Florida? You say? Now you got a phone call.
Yeah. You know, I'm moving back to Florida.
What? Where you originally from? I don't know. Miami, Pittsburgh. No, I
I'm
just
from
read
Miami.
that.
I'm from Miami, Florida.
That's what I thought. Miami. Okay. And so are you going back to Miami?
Yeah. No. I'm going to
Yeah, about to
Jacksonville.
say that. In Jacksonville. Okay.
Heart me thing. Everybody do your heart me thing. Don't forget your heart meat.
Charles.
Yeah.
Charles. I need you
I'll
to
see
do
y'all later.
yourself. No.
I didn't
Okay,
really
before
have
you
to.
leave, Hondo, before you leave, baby, I need you to tell me. Okay, tell me something that happened to you yesterday that you're thankful for.
I woke up.
No. I know, we could tell. You could think of something that you're thankful for, Hondo.
My kids. Every day I'm thankful for my kids.
I get it. Anything that your kids did specifically yesterday?
My daughter finally had a good day in school yesterday. She was tearing school up for the last month. I mean, like every day, just
I
because
love
my
it.
daughter's a special. She's a special needs child or whatever. So
Right.
yesterday they didn't have no problem with her. Yesterday she did had a good day.
Oh,
So I
Congratulations.
rewarded her and I
that's
took her.
good.
I
Let me tell you
rewarded her
something.
and I took her to
Good morning,
McDonald's
Phil.
and got her a Happy Meal. She loved Happy Meal.
Oh, that's cute. Was it a Happy Meal with the box? My grandson got a Happy
Yeah,
Meal with and it had a little house. I said, they do that still now? I didn't realize they still do that.
yeah. So I took
Yeah,
her and
they
got
do.
her a Happy Meal.
Oh, see, I knew I could pull it out of you. Thank you, Honda. And you have an amazing day today on purpose again, okay?
I
Just
got you,
remember,
Tanya.
That's
if you
See you
remember
later,
the
beautiful.
Miss
small
Tanya.
things, the big things won't be such a bad deal.
Bingo.
There you go.
Tanya, you have a
You have a
good
good
day,
day.
boss lady. Boss lady Tanya, have
Congratulations.
a good day.
You as well. Thank you so much.
And you make
My
sure
baby.
you say hello to Tanya when she comes into a room. Do you hear me?
I will. I will make sure I'm on my best behavior and make sure I
And
acknowledge the boss lady.
congratulations on that with
Hey
your daughter.
Charles, you have a good day, man, too, man. Have a good one, Charles.
Yeah, congratulations on that with your youngin, your little one.
Thanks, man.
So that's
Yeah.
always good day when when my kids used to have a good day, especially when they used to tear up that fucking school every fucking day. That for them to actually, I didn't get a phone call today. Yes, it's a good fucking day. My ex husband used to say he could paint the walls with all the bad notes that my son used to get. He was so bad. Oh my! And he was my oldest one was a special needs child. My youngest one wasn't, but it was the youngest one that used to give me the most hell in school. I just think he was fucking spoiled rotten because I stayed at home with him. So I think he was just spoiled fucking rotten. Good morning, Cindy, and good morning, Justine. You on your way to work? Good morning, so.
I'm already at it. Good
I don't know
morning.
why I keep on asking you. I should always know that you up early in the morning already at driving. What time do you get home?
Day off today.
It depends, and that's what drains me. I don't got a set schedule.
Huh? Thank you, and thank you. Just always on fucking time. Why am I not following this page, Just? Have I ever been following you before?
I don't know.
Well, I look,
I don't keep up with that type of stuff
I
there.
didn't either, but I think you've been here long enough. I think you earned yourself a follow, so I followed you.
You haven't run all the way off yet on us. So.
No, he's listen,
Nah.
no, you know what I mean? Like he's a trooper. He's a trooper. I like this thing. He understands me. He doesn't take it fucking personal.
So, Adrian, I got to ask you a question, though.
No. Go
Why
ahead.
not?
I just felt like saying no.
Since we're talking about things that drain you, right? So, if I can ask, does it drain you when men talk?
Yes.
No.
No.
Let's see when they talk themselves out of sex.
No, because like yesterday, I had an amazing conversation with a man yesterday. An amazing conversation that did not drain me because it was
Yeah.
actual conversation. It wasn't about. It was no emotions involved, right? So
No,
I'm
absolutely.
not talking about my past. He's not talking about his past. I'm not talking about my future. He's not talking about his future. He's not whining and complaining. I'm not whining and complaining. We're having basic conversation. Like you had, I was listening to a conversation the other day, Charles, about which I did not know about corn. Was it raising corn? Not raising corn. I don't think you raise corn.
Growing
Uh,
corn, yeah.
growing corn. And now, where are you from? You can't do it every
Nebraska.
year because planting corn because you can't do it every year, and sometimes and so you have to like rotate it from beans to corn. So you.
Soybean.
Yo, that type of conversation, I love. I could sit there and have conversation like that all the time, googling stuff, learning shit. I could sit there for hours having conversations like that. So
Absolutely.
that's not draining for me. Now you want to sit here and talk about my baby mama, my ex-wives, that shit is draining because to me it's like you I have to give some type of emotion into it. I gotta sit there and like mother you. I don't want to do that shit. So that's draining to me.
Yeah, I figured I'd ask because I notice a lot of times when we talk about the men that continue that like several times now we've seen men demand they have to talk to you on the phone and all that stuff. Remember, we even told the one dude, you have a better chance if you just shut the fuck up and go to her door. Just don't talk. Just go to her door. We had these conversations, but instead they had to talk and they had to talk themselves out of shit.
Because they
And
want,
yeah,
because I believe that they have to talk themselves. It has nothing to do with me. It has to talk. It's their ego. It's their ego. Like again, it's their ego that like feels like they have to do something. They have to earn it. They don't have to earn it. They don't need to do anything. Just be yourself. Honestly, if you just yourself. So you don't have to try to impress me. You don't have to try to like. I think it's that trying part that be talking. Honestly, Charles, I don't even want it from them anyway. It's just, and I wish you would understand that this is just a game for me.
no, I get it. It's a game for you, and I know you have the personality to be able to handle it, right? And that's awesome that you can. But for me, it would drive me up a damn wall. And I would take it all personal, and I'd just run them all over. I'd be like, seriously, y'all are you piss me the off.
Yeah, and then you're gonna talk about I'm the feisty one,
Huh?
and then you have the balls to say I'm feisty this morning.
Okay, well, I was having fun with you for a second, but yeah, I'm just saying, just like seriously, people just irritate the piss out of them. Like the ones, like they'll sit here for 2.5 hours in these boxes and tell you all about how much of a big man I am, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to fly there. Oh, wait, I'm going to go catch a helicopter. Wait, I can't catch a helicopter because the helicopter only has one foot. And then yeah, no.
Okay, so
I'm not
so let me understand this. Okay, I don't put value in what people tell me. So if I'm not putting value into it, they can say whatever they want to say. It doesn't hold any type of weight to me. So how
Yeah.
can it bother me if I'm not really putting that energy into it?
Yeah, talk is cheap.
Yeah. I guess I'm too. I don't know. Maybe it's just the way I grew up. Is just I take everybody at their word. Does that make sense?
No, I don't want to say inexperienced, but I think that
I
uh,
just, mm,
I don't know. I mean, I get it. I mean, it's a lot.
well,
I think because it's like it's like you ever eat something like eat something like your good food or something like something that you eat and you constantly eating the same thing over and over again. You kind of get like immune to it. But that maybe
yeah.
that's I'm like immune to the bullshit. So
Tired of it. Yeah.
and you're
Gotcha.
not
Well,
immune to it because
I'm
you're not used to it. I've been dealing with bullshit since I was 16 years old. So to
well,
me,
and
it's
I guess for me, I hold my own self account hard on my word, right? Especially when it comes to my kids or anybody. If I don't follow through with my word, what kind of representation am I being with my children? What kind of representation am I being as a person or as a man? And I guess because I hold so much weight on that, that's what bugs me the worst. And I guess that's just I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, I get it because I'm a person of my word too. My yes is my yes, and my no is my no. And I firmly believe in that. But I can't
Yeah.
expect that out of other people because I mean, like
That
experience has taught me other people don't think that like I do.
and see, that's my problem. I'm gonna admit my own faults and my own screw up here. I will admit I expect myself out of other people quite a bit.
Right.
And that is something I'm still trying to fight to stop doing. And it is hard for me to do that. It is really hard.
No, but
Yeah, you gotta give people room to be people.
right. I mean,
Yeah.
it's our human nature. I mean, actually, I learned that on TikTok. I always talk about people. I don't learn shit from TikTok. There's a friend of mine, Isha B. She comes into the live, but she taught me that one time. You can't expect you out of other people. And ever since she taught me that, when I start feeling getting upset about how people are even what Honda was saying earlier, right? About him, it's draining for him he's doing these things for these young kids and they don't really appreciate it because when he was in school he appreciated that stuff, and it's the same type of thing, right? It's like you expect, I appreciate the little things, why did nobody else appreciate it? So we do it. So it is kind of hard to do that, but ever since I realized it, that I start getting upset about it, and I said, okay, Adrian, you can't expect you out of other people. I'll say that
Okay.
saying, and then I stop you got to retrain your mind. It's
So let me
basically
ask you a question then. So when you're in that situation, right? What are you using mentally to direct your brain, to direct yourself to away from that thought process? You know my question about
saying it.
asking? Huh?
By saying it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
so
Oh, all right.
if I'm getting myself upset because I feel like I'm like beating a dead on a live horse. I have
Yep.
to tell myself, Adrian, you can't expect. I slow myself down by saying, because now you're slowing yourself down because you have to say it, right? And you're thinking,
Hmm.
Adrian, you cannot expect yourself out of other people. And the next thing you know, now I'm slowed down and now my mind state changes. And honestly, that's what stops me. I have to talk to myself. Just like you could talk yourself into saying, oh, this job is draining. I can't stand this job. I don't like waking up early in the morning. Good morning, Kitty. It's the same thing where you could talk yourself into like, listen, this is not my fight. This is not my problem. It is not worth my energy.
Yeah, well, I am learning this morning, and I will use that. I will attempt to attempt to utilize that. Thank you.
Welcome.
I appreciate
Good
it.
morning, Mama Money.
Good morning, mommy, money.
Good morning.
Good morning.
She's busy. It's 7 o'clock. She's probably taking all the almost mission.
Morning.
Look at Tiny old energy.
School and everything else, and
I know. Can I have your energy? Golly.
She really does. And she been up. Listen, she dealing with the same thing that you dealing with too early in the morning, getting kids together.
yep.
About me, girl, I'm up
And,
here washing dishes while she's getting her stuff together. You know, my child is 9 going on 30.
Uh-uh.
I'm going on 30.
I always tell people, they're like, how old is she? I'm like 9, and then put teen at the back of that because this one here is, this last
Right?
one here, she's something else.
Hmm.
I can imagine. Even, but
Yeah.
Mama Money, when she told me her daughter was making coffee the other day, I was like, damn, she making herself coffee.
Huh.
Love
I got
that.
an old soul at home too.
And she drunk it, Adrian. She drunk it. Drunk some of it.
Mm.
She better. Shit. We ain't wasting no coffee in this house. I'm playing.
Mine is running around the house in the last few days since the first of the month. Here, she's like, Dad, I'm going to be 18. in 17 days, and 16 days, and 15 days. And I'm like,
Oh wow. And,
ugh.
and what's gonna I remember being that age. But what's gonna happen when you 18? Does she get to do? Oh, she has
Yeah.
to vote. She gets to vote. She gets to vote. Good morning,
They
Miss
don't get
Bunny.
to vote, and she can join the military, that good jazz, but she can't buy
She wants
smokes,
to
and
say,
she
well,
she
listen, my
can't
son.
buy smokes, she can't buy liquor, and she can't rent a car.
And so I'm saying, well, she joins the military. Well, first of all, you could join at 17. That's how my son did it. But only the
Yeah, but
military.
early entry, yes, you can. That's
Right.
true.
But and then I realized because then I guess he told me you could buy cigarettes when you're 18 because you're in the military. I didn't know that either. I was like, what you mean you could buy
Only
cigarettes?
only on a military
Only on
installation,
base.
yeah, only
You
on a
gotta tell
military
the
base.
people at the stores around here because you know how many times I have to I send them to the store for me, like, yo, go to the store for me.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
you send them with a note.
if you're off the base,
No.
we all did that when we were kids. Remember that?
Well, no, like I said, I guess not over here in Florida because he goes everywhere and buys me what I need. I'm like, go to the store,
Mm.
go to
I bet when we were kids, Adrian, we could go buy them at 7, 8 years old. My mama sent me
Yep.
to the store. They give them to you.
Yeah, me too. My mother
Yep.
used to send me,
I
well,
used to get a
Remember the
note.
note?
Here,
Remember the note?
you
Yep,
had
the
a note
note.
just? No, I didn't have a note. I didn't have to send a note. My father would send me to the store every day to go get him the pack. And they never, and shit, that was when the shit was less than $2.
Less than two. Well, you were in New York, so that they were everything's all more expensive in New York. But I remember back when they were 50 cents a pack still, where I grew up. But yeah,
My mother used to send me, well, in junior high, I started smoking when I was 12 years old. So I used to get $2 for my lunch. I used to go to the corner store, buy a pack of cigarettes. I used to buy a quart of water and a bag of chips. So you figure, yeah, so cigarettes probably back then was $1.50.
yeah. And I don't know. Maybe what drains me if I can. I something else that drains me today. How fast paced everything is today.
I can understand how that could be draining.
It was so nice when we were younger. It was slower. Everybody took their time. Everybody was patient. Well, not everybody was, but it was a different life back then.
Morning, good morning, Brittany. Okay, do you think
It was. People had morals then.
Yeah, that too.
you don't think people got morals now?
No.
Okay, so
Everything is fast paced now. It's like we're living in a microwave generation. Nothing it seems like no one takes their time to do anything.
Now they had you
Everything is
patient at
rushed.
1 o'clock in the morning. Remember?
yeah, I mean,
Mentally, he's not trying to stimulate your mind, he's trying to stimulate your body. So it's like
No.
everything is
I don't
But
even think
don't y'all remember back when we were little kids, we heard our parents say the same thing?
right. I remember shit.
no,
I remember my parents
True.
saying
no, my mom didn't. They at least believed in
Girl, your mama
courting.
was saying this. No,
My
no, no,
mama
no. Listen
wasn't.
to what. Excuse me. Wait. Listen to what I'm saying. Your mama was saying the same thing.
yeah,
It's different now that when you were a child. She's saying it's different from when she was a child, and the
yeah.
world had speeded up based on what she went through when she was a child. It had to be because that's what every generation.
Yeah,
Well,
Every
of
my mom
course
generation
it
is the
was
same. So what my kids are going through, I never went through. It's new to me, and it looks like it's speeding up in the world. So what I'm saying is, your mama was looking at it the same way, and she was having memories of her childhood where it wasn't matching what you were going through as a child because it was 20 years later, or 15 years later, or 17 years later. Because of the decade difference, there's got to be a difference. It ain't gonna be the same because the
Right.
world changes.
I
I
remember.
because my thing was like with my growing up, right? When my mother wasn't allowed to, well, I don't know if it was allowed or even vote. She grew up in a generation where you couldn't vote, where you couldn't, you couldn't go outside and work, well, yeah. So when I was growing up and I wanted to get, start work early, she was just like, "Oh, we wasn't doing that back in my days. We were raised to be wives and stuff like that." So yeah, she always thought that we would like always. I was not allowed to wear pants. Always had to wear dresses and skirts because back then, when she was growing up, it was frowned upon for a woman to wear pants because that was manly. So yeah, so I definitely understand what you're saying, mommy. Good morning, Doc.
Yeah, like they didn't put their money in the bank. They want to put their money in their bra, in the drawer. And I'm up under the bed because they don't trust the bank. They don't want no
Glass
ATM
jar in the
card because you
backyard.
ain't gonna steal my money. That's a scam. You know what I'm saying? That's how they were going on because they didn't understand it, and technology had moved way past where they grew up, and they didn't
Under the
keep up.
mattress.
Right. They tell my grandma, I got it in my bra. Look at my bra. What the hell? Why's your money in the bra?
Yeah, everything in the
Mason
bra.
jars in the backyard.
Yep. And when I got my first bank account at 16 years old, because I was working, I went and got my own bank account. And my mama was shocked because she was like, you can't get your own bank account unless I go get you one. And back then, they would let you get your own bank account as long as you had your own money. But some people didn't know that. So when I started getting a check, I went and got my own account, and I got an ATM card with my account. My mama said, what the hell is that? That's a scam. They're going to take your money.
That's a scam.
Yep, that's what she said. I thought it was so funny to me.
That's cute. But even with the music, right? Because I remember growing up, and then I grew up in the hip hop generation, so hip hop just came on, and I remember my mother like, "What are you listening to? What is that?" And I was just like, "What you mean?" Nobody ever thought that rap was going to last long. Nobody thought that rap. They thought it was just a fade. It was just, because there was no, my parents grew up in a generation when they actually had musical instruments that people played. It wasn't all about digital. Now you don't even have to be a real singer. You don't even have to sing. The fucking AI sings for you. I don't know. I think with technology, I think more.
That's true. That's true, Adrian. Let me tell you what one of my teachers told us in the classroom. I
That's
think I
very
was in
true.
kindergarten or first grade. And the teacher said, y'all know all the MC Hammer dances and raps, but y'all don't know none of y'all lessons. Girl, I passed out in the classroom. Who is MC Hammett? Who is MC Hammett? We don't know who the hell MC Hammett is.
He dressed like a woman. Look at his pants. They used to think MC Hammer was the worst.
They did. They really did. And the teacher said, y'all know all them raps and dances from MC Hammett, but y'all can't get y'all to learn y'all lessons.
Right. It's so true. Now you think about it, like really, that was the worst thing. Meanwhile, we were just having a conversation the other day about how some of these rappers walk around in skirts and wigs and stuff like that. Meanwhile, that's why, or even when they were when my generation too is a little bit later on, but we were walking around with baggy pants. That was frowned upon. Pick up your pants. Why are your pants hanging low? Why your pants all the way down to your knees? Now kids are wearing their pants super tight, but they can't even breathe. The boys. So I get it both ways, but I think how we communicate has definitely got worse. Do you think our parents back then had a problem with the way people communicated? Hello? Like now people communicate through the internet. Everything again, like Tanya was saying, the microwave era. Let's just get straight to the point. Let's just get to the point. Where I don't think they got to the point, back then as quickly. Men courted women. They took time to get
I miss those days where women expect that. That's one thing I miss, is women expecting men to do that. Expecting men to do the work.
You don't think we expect men to do that, Charles?
No. Women that today are very not in our generation. A lot of the women do, right? Our age bracket, things like that. Yes, right. But the next generation below us and all that kind of stuff, they don't expect that anymore.
Okay, I don't know, because I don't think so. I need a young person here. I think the young people, the younger ladies.
Well, I can agree with Charles that probably our age expects it, and then the younger generation don't. Because they've looked at us and we never got it. We've always been expecting that shit since the day we were born, and a lot of times we never got it. So they saw us not get it, so they don't want to put expectations on something they ain't gonna get. And I don't blame them, because to be honest, I feel the same way. I'm kind of cut in the middle between the millennials and the Gen X, because I was born in '79. That was the last year of Gen X. So I really got a millennial mindset. And in that mindset, I feel kind of the same way. I don't expect that from men anymore, because it ain't nothing left like that. And they ain't been raised that way, so I ain't expecting them to act that way. I have to see first. Because I really don't believe when I start talking to them, that's how they gonna be.
Okay, all right. So, okay. So, expecting is not accepting. Okay, is that what you mean? Because I told
Yeah, expecting is not accepting. It doesn't mean I'm gonna accept less because I don't expect it.
gotcha.
But what I'm saying is I don't put that expectation out there because it ain't as plentiful as it used to be where you would always see it. You don't always see it. You have to be cautious for yourself and not go into that relationship thinking that way, because if something happened, you're gonna be real hurt at the end if you do.
Huh.
Men had a lot more respect for women also,
I don't
and
know.
something that irks the crap out of me today is back when. Listen, my mother ever heard me talk to a woman like some of the men that I hear on TikTok like that every single day, she would have knocked me to the moon and back.
But that's the day, because that's again, if I've ever heard my son to this day ever talk to a
I'm
woman.
telling you what. My son ever.
I literally will. Okay, there was a situation where something happened on the internet, and a person's child was up there, and I had to give my son a warning. And said, if I ever hear you on the fucking internet talking about my business, I will literally run
Mhm.
to Arizona and whip your ass.
Exactly. My kid's the same way. I told my son the same thing. But just because you're on the internet don't mean a damn thing about you can't have manners.
Basic man. So don't you think so? Again, with the guy that called me at 2 o'clock in the morning,
That
that
was not
is
manners.
that should be manners should be an expectation. How can we not expect basic manners?
Oh, courtesy, respect, manners, discipline. Hello. Where the hell did all that shit go? I'm just saying. I'm finishing my call. I gotta get back to
Don't
my
sit
call.
there and project that shit on me. I can tell. It's okay though.
I don't mean to project it on you, and I apologize if it does. It seems like I am. It's
I
not.
was
I'm
telling
projecting on all those men, and I hope it drips onto them and draws down their face.
you. But again, you can't expect you out of other people, right? I know, and you can't.
I'm
I
going
was
to.
definitely gonna
That's
say
not
that
living
one.
up
I
to
had
that.
to.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was waiting till you done.
I'm.
I had to grow to that point where I don't expect me out of everybody else.
Right.
I know I got my morals and my values, but what I have to realize is that I can't expect them to respond, do, or say anything I believe in, because I don't know what they grew up in. I don't know their environment. I don't know nothing when I first see them. So I gotta wait and see. I just have to gauge it, and that's part of emotional intelligence that they always try to throw out there and put out there. Child, I done took so many classes in that shit. Now I know it, but it is part of emotional
Right.
intelligence,
Remember
because
those.
you got to be able to identify the emotion, define it, know what it is from yourself and others, not just you, but from the people you're talking to. And then you got to know how to maintain and manage it. If you can't manage it and maintain, that's where the problem gonna come in. Because when you get overly emotional about what you believe and think
Mhm.
is right, and whatever that other person is saying is wrong, that's when the issue comes in. So I'm not a judge, and that's why y'all see me sit back all quiet and on mute now, because I do use my emotional intelligence. Once I see somebody ain't gonna listen and they too far off and too far gone for me to be trying to talk to them, I go on mute and leave that to somebody else.
Right. I agree with you, Mama Money, and that's one thing that I really admire about you. That I see that you definitely do a lot is use your emotional intelligence and just like it's not even worth the battle. It's not even because honestly, I don't feel like you could change anybody's mind. And I think also too, I mean, and I've definitely learned this. It's not something that it just woke up one day, and I honestly learned this by moving to a different part of the country. And when I thought all New Yorkers thought like New Yorkers until I moved out of New York, and then I started realizing, okay, that everybody doesn't think the same. Everybody didn't grow up the same. Everybody's different, and I started accepting it. I fought it for a while, but then I was like, you know what? I'm not losing my energy and my peace because um, I don't agree with somebody. Let them live in their torture. What works for me doesn't mean it's gonna have to work for them. They've been living fine the way that they've been. They're okay with it. So why should I sit there and try to say you wrong with thinking that way that you think? Just saying you back.
Yeah, yeah. My brother called me.
That's okay, baby. It's all right. You're allowed to have
Yeah,
your calls. This is not school. You don't have to raise your hand and
yeah.
get.
Okay. I was gonna say I was listening to Mama Money. The way she broke that down, that class was that sounded like a class on manipulation.
Wait, say that again, because what's
I
manipulation?
said, I
Nope.
said that class that she took with the
You talking about
emotional
emotion?
intelligence.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way that you broke that down, that sounded like that was a class on manipulation.
Ah,
Well, it's a class on manipulation that they're gonna teach you in college if you ever want to be in leadership, be a manager, or be an owner.
Yep.
Because
Ah,
you have to do it in those positions. Because you got to remember, you can't snap off on everybody because you're gonna be firing everybody. You're gonna be looking for somebody to work all the time. So you have to learn to negotiate with people and work with what they believe in and what they like and what they want too, as well as what you want. So yes, emotional intelligence can be a form of manipulation if you use it that way.
Crystal.
okay.
Customer service always.
But and emotional intelligence and also is for me is to know that when you can't do that, right? So everybody always they always say, "Why don't you be management?" I say, "I can't do management. I can't do management. I can't. I know I can't because I know I don't have the patience to deal with 20 or 30 different personalities and be able to maintain, and everybody's going to have a issue. I couldn't. I know that I can't handle all of that because I'm very black and white. I'm very, it's right or wrong, it's yes or no, it's not, and everybody's not like that, right? So, and I'm very stern in my approach. So my emotional intelligence knows that that's something that I can, even being in relationships, I know that I can't be in a relationship, so I know to stay away from that shit because why am I going to say? So I think part of emotional intelligence is to know who you are and just and accept who you are and not try to change you into something that you're not.
Right.
Absolutely, I agree.
I wouldn't call it manipulation though. That was
Amen.
The way it sounded
You
though, but
are
I get it the way
manipulating.
Mama Money put it.
As a manager, you are manipulating the situations to a point, right?
You
Because at
gotta
the end of the
bend
day,
and
you're managing.
compromise and suck it up and all that shit. I don't want to do that shit.
And like you're saying, you do have to manage those 30 different personalities, their profile, how they work, and you have to see how they succeed. All those things. Absolutely.
Yeah, because
So
a book
you
they
are
say,
manipulating the situation. Yeah.
yeah,
Huh?
and to me, it's like the rules are you supposed to get to work 5 minutes early. You're supposed to be signed in when you get paid when you actually signed in. When you sign in, you working. You're not getting up getting coffee or walking around and saying hi to your friends. I don't pay you for that. I pay you for when you're actually working. See, to me, that to me is like that's the rules, right? So you follow the fucking rules, and then again, people will sit there and like, oh, but they do it, and I'm like, no, you have to, So I'm a by the book type of person, and I know everybody's not like by the book. They like to manipulate the system, and I'm like, no, yes. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not about to argue with people because then all of a sudden, you become a micromanager, right? You micromanaging me because you're making me be on work on time. No, I think that's just common
Yeah.
sense. I thought it was common sense, but
But see, that's one of the reasons I'm not a by the book manager. Because you can have a really really good employee and they're just never on time. But if you're a really good employee and your performance is out of the water, you think I'm finna get on your ass about time? I'm just gonna politely say, well, can you please try to make it on time? Or can you try to get here a little earlier? I'm covering for you, but I can't cover for long. So if you could please work with me. I'm trying to help you out just like you're trying to help yourself. Just make it on time for me.
Let's see
Now
what my company.
that sounded a little better than you better get here at 8 o'clock. You better not make it after 8:01. It
that
better
was
not be 8:15. That's not you ain't gonna get nothing out of nobody because of the way you present it to them. They're not gonna like it, they're gonna bug back, and they damn sure ain't gonna be there on time.
that's why I can't
So
do
I will say this as a manager myself, I don't harp on people, you know, like that. But I will make sure to understand, explain, and understand that. Listen, you know, your what's the word? My brain's not working this morning. First off, your attendance is very important, right? If you're not on time, you're making it so other people have to maintain your job until you get there, until you do come in and maintain your job. So, that is an important thing, and we have to have that conversation with them. It's not running down their throat. There are
But
some
Charles, I would
managers that are
cuss
just
you out if you
ridiculous.
said that to me because I don't give
That's
a damn
unfortunate.
about you getting your work done or not. I don't care about that, but I do care about keeping my job. So I probably would have said, if you want to keep your job, could you please be here on time? You got to tell them or show them what
That's what
matters
I
to
said.
them.
That's what
Because
I
if you
said.
don't
Their
show them,
attendance.
they don't give a damn about that job and the work being completed. I mean,
Okay,
I'm
well,
being honest. No employee really gives a damn about the job or the work completed. They give a damn
Yeah,
about
they
their
just want their
check.
paycheck.
They give a damn about their benefits. So I'm finna push that in your face to let you know you finna lose all that if you don't do it. That way you'll have a better mindset of trying to do it. But as far as me telling you, oh, the work ain't gonna be completed, somebody else gonna have to do it. They don't give a damn. That's why they call in sick. Cause they could give a damn whether you get the work done or not.
well, again, that may be true, but at the end of the day, that is how the discussion will go at first, and that's when I say. But and again, if you keep costing other people having to do extra work and extra time, you're not going to be able to be here anymore.
Well, the company,
Dawes,
I
I could
used to
have
work
cussed
for the
your ass
Army Corps
out.
of Engineers, and I work for another
Well,
company
that's
now that
simple.
doesn't care. That doesn't care about the time that we come in as long as we get our 9 hours in. If you come and the schedule's supposed to be for me 7 to 4. However, if I can't come in at 7 to 4, I do 8 to 5. So it's not even they don't micromanage at all. We're all adults, and as long as you get your job done, that's the only thing they're concerned about. But it is a corporate level position, so we don't get nitpicked with like that.
Now, do you think that's how times have changed as well? Because I don't think that's how it was originally. When people like in our grandparents' days, I don't think they gave us, flexibility. Like even
Which
if I'm
is
Right, y'all
why
come back.
everybody's
Thank you.
crashing out.
Hey Joe,
Because
how you doing, Joe?
it's
Crystal,
2025
hey, my
and
kitty
people are
bear.
still expecting folks to come to work 8 to 5. Like I took off today. Why? Because I don't give a fuck. Because I'm not doing nothing. I'm not doing shit. My job is not, y'all know what I got going on. They're not giving me no work-life balance. Mind you, I'm the highest performing motherfucker. I'm the highest performing person in the system. Okay? Like I took off because I'm not doing shit and these brain dead motherfuckers won't let me work from home. Ain't nobody doing my job. I'm doing everybody else's job, getting the lowest pay. They don't give a fuck. And they're going to keep it. Mind you, I'm not at a regular job. I'm at a place I've invested in. And so it's a little different. And so my attitude a little different about it. But all in all, especially if you're not dealing with people in the public, I think some of the practices and policies that are in place are dated. Especially being the fact, if companies actually took inventory of the clientele that they have, they might realize that half of their motherfucking employees is over 40 years old, and half of them is either taking care of kids or their parents. And so, getting the work done, like my money said, half of the motherfuckers don't care about getting the work done. They worried about their check because they don't have no investment. And the workforce has become just a place for you to get a check to fund something else that you might be doing or taking care of, which at this point is fucking rent.
right, and
Yep,
everybody,
pretty much.
I love that.
And that's
I have.
there's one thing I learned the difference of once I went to corporate. So being a first level manager is kind of hard. It's really hard, really, because you really getting managed, and then you try to manage somebody that's an hourly employee.
Yeah.
Normally, the hourly employee positions require you to be at work at a certain time for some reason. In my past experience, it's normally like call centers and stuff like that, and that's because you're measured by the amount of time those customers hold, how many customers call in at the same time and on hold, and that type thing. The company gets measured by that. They get big time fines for having customers on hold and not being taken care of if they all in the queue at the same time. So that's where you're gonna get that knockout drag out about you gotta be there at 8 o'clock and not 8:01. Or you gonna get that you can't be late back from break. Your 15-minute break is 15 minutes, not 16. You're gonna get that type of management
Mommy money, peep
because
this.
it's part of your performance measures.
Peep this. When you got poor, like them managers you talking about, them managers right there, them first level managers ain't shit. Because that's half the problem. I work in an environment where that's why I put that they apply those practices to where I'm at. They apply it to everybody. I don't see people. I don't see people. I don't talk to people. I barely do internal stuff. I'm a processor. I'm on the computer. I don't see people. I need the quiet. I need the isolation to actually perform my job. Again, I'm the highest performing, and I don't get none of that because I'm a high performer. I can do the shit sleep. I work. I'm a employee that's the 8 to 5. I'm not in that tier of exemption. So those hours don't quote unquote to other people, but they still put it on them too. They weird. And it's a hour space. You know what I'm saying? Like I be watching I be watching the toxic environment videos because I'm going through the shit, and I try to find people who can identify with the black on black crime. I try to find a black on black workplace environments, but every time I go look up people, they're always talking about the white T spaces. And I'm like, shit, I'm dealing with that with my own fucking people. In my own environment where, like I said, it's not a regular job that I just picked because I need, I invested in this place. It's my alma mater and I got stake in this shit. So now I'm in a position where I could walk away at this point a fucking career I look at and an investment since I was fucking a freshman at this place, or you know what I'm saying, and so or sue. You put people in a position, and and here we go back to capitalism and how to get over. The employers put people in positions to sue them, but we be too scared because we may lose the time it takes in between that to go through the shit to win. You know what I'm saying? This is why we don't do these things to get the money, because the workplace ain't nothing but another slave trade.
The system.
The system.
But girl, don't try me, cause AT&T didn't like me for a while. I went to EEOC so many times because they was skipping me for jobs and all type of shit. So I went straight to EEOC and they had to stay on my ass. But I ain't suggesting it for everybody because they was on my ass for a while watching me. But I had to do it because I knew they wasn't doing right. And a lot of other people got done the same way and they refused to do it. They were so scared they were going to get fired. They would not go to EEOC and put in a complaint. Girl, I got on that computer. I wrote a complaint and sent that shit in. And they came and investigated the company 5 times because of me. And they knew because EEOC was coming in there investigating the company, they couldn't touch me outside of the regular rules. But I also knew I couldn't break no rules or be late or none of that because they were gonna fire me if I did.
That is true because as being a whistleblower, they can't retaliate against you, and if they
Right.
do, they can get sued. So
And to see, that's why I said I got the FMLA, because y'all not y'all play.
Listen, that's how
So I have a question
that's
really
how I
quick
was
if
able to
it's
get paid at my at when
It's all a hustle.
When Bank of America laid me off. I mean, that was when I was on FMLA, and it was not supposed to fire my ass. But I think too is that a lot of, again, like Mama Money said, a lot of people get scared. They think about, well, I need my paycheck. I don't want to make no. And I think that a lot of people do that in anything. I don't want to make waves. I don't want to disturb, anything. But they don't understand that we got rights, right? Especially in the
Right.
workplace environment.
absolutely.
And if we don't, I said this in a meeting because they kept pushing customer service, customer service, customer service. And I told, like, I'm the problem person, but everybody keep coming to me. And so the HR person came to me because she's been going through shit. And she just got there and she's like a talent developer and all this shit. And she was asking me questions because they had put in all this customer service shit. And I said, can I be honest with you? I said, all this customer service that y'all done gave us in the past 2 to 3 weeks is something that should have been given to us on onboarding, because this is all culture. I said, it's internal customer service that is the issue. And the bigger issue is level 1 management all the way across the board. I said, y'all pump the lower end people, the people at the bottom, for all of this training and all of this customer service, and y'all need to do this, and y'all need to do this, and this is what you need to do. But y'all, y'all the problem. Y'all pumping this on us, but you're not explaining. You're not holding the accountability on the other side. You know what I'm saying? On your side. How you doing evaluations on us? Y'all doing evaluation on us, telling us what we doing. Why the fuck I can't do no evaluation on your ass? And so, being where I'm at, I'm about to propose a proposal that we do 360 reviews on our supervisors.
So Crystal, I'm gonna have to buck back on you on that one because those managers I do feel sorry for. I never took a first level manager job. I ain't even take management until I got the second level because I knew what it was gonna be. As a first level manager, you got a manager on your ass. So everything they coming to tell you, they on their ass about. Believe me when I tell you. They not coming to tell you because they want to. They mad coming to tell you. They mad because that manager on their ass saying, look, you're an at-will employee. If you don't get these 10 employees to do the same thing, we finna fire your ass. So now your job is on the line based on other people's performance that you can't control. And
I
they get mad
completely
and buck
understand.
back. And if they mess around and don't do what you say, then your ass is on the chopping block. And the manager goes first.
I
But
completely
still
Crystal,
doesn't
I
understand.
hate
it
to
still
tell you,
doesn't
but the
negate
I
manager
the
goes
completely
first because they are
understand.
the at-will employee, so
that
they have to do it. And I don't understand why hourly employees be so hard on those managers, but and again I do, because I was there too, and I kind of felt the same way. But I was 18 years old then, so I grew out of it after I started to see it, and people having to deal with it. I just say put yourself in their position and
that
see
still
if you
doesn't
can do anything better.
No,
And you gonna be under the same hat, the same control, and you're gonna see that you may be performing the same way they do.
that still
it's the
doesn't
upper.
negate
I
from
know
the fact
exactly
that
who
the
it is.
supervisors do still need to be surveyed as well. The
Right.
management do need to
It's
be
exactly
surveyed. They do,
right.
because if they're
No,